Hey everybody, welcome back to some more early morning barking, talking about BPD and NPD by somebody that has both. Don't forget to do the like and subscribe and socially things. I really like it when you do that. Oh yeah. So, I had a bit of a small victory yesterday on the NPD side of things. One of those things that you have to wait till it comes up until you can be good at it. And there's no point in going into detail. Suffice it to say, it was a situation in a shop that used to end with somebody being frightened and crying and me being very angry and the person I was with being very upset and embarrassed and ashamed and also frightened and a whole load of other things. And instead of all of that happening yesterday, none of it happened. And there was just calmness and, oh well, and dealing with things, and I got what I needed and it all turned out all right, and there was ice cream. And no one got upset, no one got hurt, no one got shouted at, no one got angry, and it was wonderful. I'm quite pleased with that. And what I was really pleased with, more so than actually the outcome of the situation, was the fact that at no point was I trying to not be angry. There was no anger management going on. There was no counting to 10 or breathing slowly or thinking of a calm blue ocean. I was doing nothing. I just didn't get angry. That was amazing. It's left, it's gone. It had its chance to come up and it didn't. And that wasn't the first time, and it happens occasionally when this anger, this rage has a chance to come up and it doesn't anymore. And it feels so good. It feels so much better than the rage used to feel. And everything is so much happier and lighter, and it's wonderful, right? It's great. But it got me thinking. So, the rage is sort of left. Or at least that. Maybe we can, let's specify, we know that the in-store, getting angry at somebody whose fault it isn't, rage has left. That's gone. I'm not doing that. I don't have to fight it. Great. But does that mean everything's left? Has everything gone? Am I better? No, I can't be better, right? There's got to be some things. I went looking on the internet, as I tend to do, for articles about covert narcissism, which is my preferred type of covert narcissism, and came across Psychology Today's covert narcissism checklist, which has 52 things on it, which is crazy, but it has 52 things on it. 52 types of behavior. And as I went down this list, the most annoying thing about it was that I do or have done every single thing on the list. It's so annoying to get called out by the internet like that. I cannot begin to tell you. But I don't do 52 on the list. I do or have done. So some have gone, right? That's a sign of improvement. That means things are getting better. That rage has gone like it had yesterday. And there are other things on that list that join it that just aren't a consideration anymore. But of the things that remain, not only do they indicate that I'm not better yet because they still remain, but they indicate that I still have some way to go because I quite like some of them. I don't want to get rid of some of them. I like them and I need them still. And I look down the list and you're like, oh, that's terrible. That's a terrible thing. Oh, glad I don't do that anymore. Oh, can you remember the time I did that? And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that thing? I like that thing. I want to be that. One of them is hates to lose. Should I like to lose? I hate to lose. That doesn't mean I am a bad loser. Or do they mean it like that? They just wrote hates to lose. I mean, yeah, there's a difference between hating to lose and being an arsehole when you lose. I like to think I'm not an arsehole when I lose, but I don't like it. I don't want to lose. And there's other things like that on the list. And that's quite an easy light one because that's, well, who does like to lose? It's losing, right? It's not winning. Winning's definitely better than losing. That's why it's winning. But there are some things I'm not ready to give up. Some things that I feel still sort of form some sort of old personality that I'm clinging onto in a way. These fears and these insecurities that breed these personality traits that we perform in narcissism, they affect us so deeply. And these traits are our way of coping with them. And clearly, I've still got some journey to make. There's a lot I'm holding on to. There's a lot I need these protections for. And when I garble them all together, it used to feel like a personality. You know, it used to feel like these are defining characteristics of me. That's good. That means there's a me. Because I'm living with this BPD that doesn't know what the me is. And so these for me anyway, these narcissistic personality traits sort of came in and became a personality, especially a public personality. And one of the traits of covert narcissism that they've put on this list is having a different persona in public to the one in private. And I did that and I do that. And I don't want to let that go because while it is some sort of trait of covert narcissism, it's also very protective. It also is a layer of armor because putting your head above the trench, such as I do, by simply being a person that puts stuff on the internet, I become incredibly open to criticism. I've grown this thick skin over years, way before YouTube. And yeah, I have this different personality because look, I like to think I'm a nice guy. I like to think I'm personable and fun to spend time with and that sort of thing. But in some way, being public requires some sort of slightly larger personality, that air of confidence. And so I'm not ready to let that go. Maybe I should be. Maybe I should be more myself. I do open up a lot. I do let you know a lot of very personal things about me because it's kind of necessary. And ultimately, I never feel I have anything to be ashamed of. Change can be easy if you want to make a change. And that's where we narcissists run into difficulties, right? We don't want to change. We think everything's fine, so we don't admit there's a problem. And unfortunately, that doesn't go away once you've admitted there's a problem. Apparently, it keeps cropping up again and again with every single little thing. And I have to hyperanalyze every little thing. Is that a problem? Is it? I kind of like being like that. No. If it's on the list, it's a problem and it has to be dealt with, right? Because, as I said, narcissism can feel good. It's a shield. It's protective. It keeps us safe and warm and cuddly and cozy away from our fears and pain. So it can be difficult to give that up. You have to face your pain. I hate facing pain. Facing pain is hard and it hurts, and pain is pretty ugly and can be distressing. And depending on where your pain comes from, can be, wow, a thing to deal with that even I can't imagine. You know, I don't want to rank pain, but I know there are people who've been through a lot more than I have and have that to face. And I can't imagine what that must be like. But will I let all of these things go? Is there such a thing as getting better? Getting better in terms of improving, yes. Better as in cured. No longer with a problem. Is that even possible? I don't know. I just know improvement is possible. And maybe with enough improvement, being better as in cured, is possible. I don't know, I'm just rambling now anyway. Did you know I've done 100 of these? Crazy, isn't it? You take care. I'll see you later. Bye.